Hello there, Blade fans, and welcome back. So kind of a departure today from some recent reviews. If you've been following me, been doing some high-end folders and whatnot, some new stuff that's come out. And as of today, well, when this drops, it's going to be around the 12th of June, 2022, as far as I see it. This is, as far as I know, and I have to qualify my statements usually because always somebody that knows something you don't know. This is Sencut's first fixed blade, as far as I know. So Sencut, the brand, is the third tier down in the We company. So you've got the premium blades being marketed as We Knife Company. Then you've got Civivi Knife Company, and now you have Sencut. And Sencut seems to be marketed largely on Amazon, possibly elsewhere, but I've been pulling all these down off of Amazon. I haven't found any on White Mountain or Knife Center or Blade HQ. I could be mistaken, but haven't seen them there. So, what is it? It's called the Waxahachie. I think that's named after a river. Sorry I didn't bother looking that up. Usually I research names that are new to me a little bit. It's in 9CR18 MOV, respectable stainless steel. This one is kind of a black stonewash. Very nice pattern there. Got a nice look. Liked it enough that I've got a satin blade with black handle coming in, and that's kind of the way I've been rolling with these small fixed blades. When I get them in and I like them, there's just something about them. And one of the first things I'll do is take the lanyard off, but I wanted you to see it. It is the same lanyard that comes with the Civivi Tamashii, a Bob Trezzola design. We'll bring the Tamashii out for comparison again in a few moments. But look at the heavy skeletonizing to lighten this up, and it gives you, I'd say, a near perfect balance. See if I can find the balance point for you. It's right about on that first hole. Yep. Got a pretty decent blade thickness. Thin enough for the blade to be slicey, and Civivi usually does a good job, including Sencut, on their edges. Some very nice effective jimping and a good run of it, so when you lay your thumb on top, you've got it. I mean, I see this, as well as an EDC knife, I see this as kind of an in-your front pocket tactical knife, because it does come with a very nice Kydex sheath. And some may not like the excess Kydex around the edges. I find that if you've got it in your pocket or even on your belt, it tends to stabilize it. You may or may not want to use this Bob Trezzola T-lock. Call them a tech lock. I'm not sure, you know, Bob says his came first, so if he says that, I would certainly have to agree. It's a lockable, double lockable, I believe. No, it's adjustable. So it's adjustable there for your belt width. That's what it is. It's not one of those double locking ones, but you do need two fingers to unhitch it. So that's a good thing. But easily thumbed off. If you carry that in your pocket, tech lock off, you've got a nice front pocket carry knife. Take it out very quickly and get to work, you know. So we've got T8s, both sides in two positions, so you can remove those handles if you wanted to put something else on there and get fancy. Or this is a little bit dark to dye, but they do make a JG10 natural G10 version with the satin finish, so you could easily take those scales off and dye them any color you want. This is the micarta one. The price bumped up about $10, but I got 20% off on Amazon. I only paid like 50 something bucks for this. So I feel it was a very good deal. Let's run some quick specs. Overall length, excluding the lanyard, 7 7/8. And blade length of, they're calling it 3.5. I'm getting really 3 3/4 out of this. Maybe even a skosh more than that. Getting an edge a little over 3.5 inches. We're getting blade in millimeters of 3.4 and in inches of 0.13. Handle thickness pretty thin, 1/2 inch. Let's get just the knife with the lanyard because I don't want to take the lanyard off just yet. Weighs in at 4.28, call it 4.29 ounces. If we weigh it with the sheath, we get 7.3 ounces. So the sheath with the tech lock does add a fair amount more weight, almost double. So we've got some pretty thick, well molded kydex. I was very impressed with the Tamashii from Civivi as far as that that sheath goes. Same on this one. I'd say these sheaths are as good as any custom sheath. And again, you may or may not like the little bit of extra width here, but I think, you know, you need to leave room for the grommets. You need to leave a little space between the grommets and the blade, etc., etc. And you've got your typical, if I can get this open again, Chicago screws in there, holding the whole works together, and you can move the clip around. You might even be able to put an ulti-clip on this, I think, pretty easily, or just about any attachment means. But love the ergos, once again, just the right width of handle, or length of handle, just the right amount of blade, about the size of a pocket knife, but taller. We've got inch and an 1/8, it looks like, a little over that, almost 1.25 inches. Pretty tall blade. Grind goes right up there. It's a Bowie clip style blade. We've got a little bit of a scoop there. And what does it remind you of? Maybe a number of different other Civivi knives. How about the Cogent? Cogent's a little straighter clip, and what they did on this was give it just a little bit of a scoop and more of a peak right there. But very much influenced by it, and I think there's a few other Civivis out there in the folder realm that have similar blade shapes. So how about a size comparison with this Civivi Tamashii? You can see that the Tamashii has, if I try to even this up here, has about a 3/4 inch longer blade. I think they measure it at 4 inches. Actually, it's like more like 4 1/4. Depends upon where you go. If you go to the top of the handle on this one, you get just about 4 inches. But you get more cutting edge because of the cant of the handle. So the cutting edge is more like, 4 1/4. Right to the plunge grind is about 4 1/4 on this one. Great thin handle, classic Loveless. Classic, same category, right? Classic Terzola design. And the lanyards are kind of interfering with each other. I'll bring out one more for comparison. It's a tiny little fixed blade. This is the Sea Snake by Artisan, Mike Emler design. So you can see the Sea Snake is significantly smaller and lighter. Make these two look like, you know, giant woodsman Bowie knives. Very light, discreet knife that could be considered a neck knife. Don't have the sheath handy nearby for this one, just took it out of the box. I've got a few of these. I think they're going to be classic. I know they're probably going to bump up to steel one day from D2, but you know, it would be nice to, I mean, D2's got some qualities that the 9CR does not have. So, and the 9CR's got the stainless capability, and I'm already putting that in the wrong sheath. So that's the Waxahachie by Sencut. Really nice stonewash finish on that. Did they do the same on this? Yeah, pretty much the same kind of a finish. Very nice. And this has got the black micarta handle, which is one of the reasons when it came out why I went out of my way to pick it up. I do like the micarta. And they did a great job here on this micarta. Really nice. Again, can recommend this, especially for the money in the $50 range. If you use that coupon, if it's still going to be valid by the time you view this coupon on Amazon, I will leave you links for as long as they're good. That again is the Sencut fixed blade Waxahachie Bowie blade. Hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. We'll be back soon.